So I do know from a business point of view that bad word of mouth spreads 10 times faster than good word, though.
Yes.
Hmm.
So it's a lot harder if you're doing great to get that out there, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. But it's the way it is.
It's the way it is. Yeah.
Yes, that's definitely true. I got nothing, nowhere else to actually be. So if you don't mind me staying and chatting, I don't mind staying.
Not
Oh,
at
not at
all.
all.
Mm-mm.
Make yourself comfortable.
Right. I mean, it's just us four here.
I mean,
I
if you
still don't
guys
know.
have any questions about my culture, feel free to ask. I don't mind. I love it, sharing.
So, one question I do have between the Lakota and Cherokee, what, like, what parts of the area do you tend to congregate or stay? Like, is Lakota eastern part of the state and Cherokee's out west, or does it
Um,
matter?
there's not necessarily um a tribe of just one. They're usually all mixture of different tribes like Cherokee, Lakota, Comanche, Ojibwe. Um, it is more for the fact that due to events, it is very thinned out. So we just decided, a good majority of us decided to put away our differences just to come together.
That's wonderful. So you may have a
hmm
community that has multiple tribes.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
I was talking with White Fox, and he was saying that within his specific um, tribe set, not his specific like tribe where he's physically living. Um, I don't want to call it dialect. I don't know exactly what to call it, but within their, you know, his tribe,
Hmm.
that they don't marry within where they live. It has to be from another tribe.
Yes, it is sort of similar with Cherokee. A tribe in think of a tribe as a family. Most of them are related to one another.
Uh, Makes
So there
Right,
can
sense.
be
right.
different branches of the same tribe in a way. Sort of like
hmm
I'm Cherokee, but it's usually a family basis.
I
So you,
see.
you won't
Sure.
necessarily marry into your family. You would go out and
Right.
seek it in a way.
Exactly. Yeah.
Whether or not it's for love or it's for diplomacy. But either way.
hmm Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. It's just in our culture, we don't have such large families living in the same vicinity.
It
So
is
yeah,
uh it is parents, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, first cousins, that type of thing.
yeah, that's quite extended. That'd be quite nice too.
It is nice to have it around, but at the same time, like anything, family can get on your nerves.
Right. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I've done my fair share. Um,
Oh, I think we all have.
Yes. Yeah. So do you have a tomahawk also?
yes,
Yeah. Could I see it?
yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I do like tomahawks.
Mm-hmm. And it instantly made you look more intimidating.
I am pretty short. A
That
lot of
extended your reach.
yes, it did. A lot of people take my kindness as oh, I can't think of the word. It's not necessarily weakness, but there's a different word for it.
Yeah. I usually,
Something that they can step on.
uh, yeah, there's different terms like a doormat, a stepping stone.
Mm.
You know, don't walk all
Doormat.
over me. Yeah,
I'll bet doormat's the word.
yeah. But I
Yes,
usually
something
say
like
don't
that.
take my kindness as weakness,
Mm.
and a lot of people do.
Most of the time. And this, even though a lot of those I know have been attacked by the Butcher Boys, considering they were going after natives, specifically women.
Really?
Yes. Every time I would leave, they're like, "Be careful, Achila. They're out," and I'm like, "I will be fine." Well, some of the reasons is there's a reason I don't travel in groups is because how I travel tends to get someone run off a cliff. Because I don't travel by roads.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You travel like Wit does.
Yeah. But I haven't went off a cliff yet.
Well, that's why I said if I travel with others, someone tends to go off of a cliff.
Oh, I see. But not by yourself.
No, not usually.
Yeah.
My horse is usually good enough to stop me before I do that.
There was a feller last week that we know from Blackwater. He was looking through his binoculars and his horse was moving. He was like, "Why is the ground getting closer?" He rode off a cliff looking through his binoculars. Yeah. He was fine. The horse walked off. I mean, he got a busted arm and leg, but yeah, when you're looking through binoculars or aiming, your horse just keeps going because it thinks you want to keep going.
Yes, I can understand that. I like to have a thing that sometimes, if I don't want to be seen, you're probably not gonna see me. I was sitting in the back of a wagon with one of my friends, and this gentleman started speaking with them, and I was staring right at him like my head was poking off the side. He didn't even notice me until I stood up, and I think I scared him.
Well, you are pretty small, so I can see some of those wagons have high sides.
Oh, it was one of the shorter sides ones.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like my entire head was above it.
Yeah, and he still didn't, well, he's just not very observant.
I found out that the average person is not very observant. There are times that I can be in a saloon or something and just be standing in the corner. No one knows I'm there. It's like I blend into the wallpaper.
Yeah. Interesting. and going back to the Butcher Boys, I thought they were specifically after ranches.
It wasn't just ranch hands. They also went after natives too.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Because we had to gather in about that, and a good percentage of those who showed up were very injured because of it.
Holy cow. Well, they need to get caught.
I can say, as much as I am allowed, that the law is actively working on that.
Well, that's good. I hope they catch them.
Me too. Although, up until a few days ago, they were quite silent for a while.
Well, they seem to be a little smarter than the Dirty Dozen. And I'm not saying the Dirty Dozen is stupid, but, you know, I guess the Dirty Dozen, there's 5 of them in Siska and 1 killed just recently. So the Butcher Boys, maybe they're doing their stuff and they lay low for a while, let it simmer down, and they pop back up and percolate again.
It is possible, yes. But to simmer down, I guess I can see how that would make it a bit harder to get caught.
Yeah, because as far as I know, and I haven't heard, that nobody really has a name from the Butcher Boys. I think one's Butcher and maybe one's John. Nobody's sure. So I don't know. I haven't run into him. I haven't run into the Dirty Dozen that I'm aware of. I've not had any trouble from them. So I'm a little worried about now that we're here in Rhodes, knowing the Dirty Dozen comes through here quite often.
Well, they do come through here quite often, but as of recently, I think the law also do travel here often too.
Yeah.
Because they do come here
That's
often.
good. That's good to hear.
Like I said, I think something might be going on today. Because we were in Strawberry, Rebecca and I, and the law was just patrolling. Next thing I know, they're saying, Give your horses some sugar cubes. We have to get going. So something
Oh,
happened.
yeah, wow. Well, wasn't there was an execution yesterday,
Oh.
right? One of the
Hmm.
Van Horn guys.
Yes. Yes. I believe the paper said it was by firing squad.
Wow. Yeah, well, maybe the Van Horns have been stirred up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.